Rocket launcher missile, 200 millimeter, right there. And it uses only iron. That's kind of cheap.
Yeah. You know, depending on how this goes, I might just try and integrate our base area on the ground into this, but...
Okay. I've got 50 rockets and 3 rocket launchers and one of the assemblers ready to go.
Alright.
Okay, should we commence tearing down the other drill, or do we want to chance a third piston and go down after the magnesium?
I mean, I would say well, either way we need to tear it down, but I'd say let's add another piston and see how. I mean, you were all for spinning our solar.
Of course I was. All right, I'll go top off my oxygen and hydrogen, and I will begin that work.
I mean, magnesium, then we won't have to worry about magnesium for quite some time.
Yeah.
And that means that we'll have plenty of magnesium when we have to start constructing piped-in defenses for the base. When it gets that big.
Right.
Oh, it's been so long since building like this.
What's that?
I got used to using the
nanites?
what you meant? Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, they're nice and all, but it's... When you're all by yourself and you're having to take on a large construction project...
Oh, sure.
They're worth fast. It. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, I kind of like them. I mean, there's several reasons to like them, and there's several reasons to... not.
Yeah.
You can make a fair argument both ways. Which is how you know it's a good mod, when you can make fair arguments to use it and fair to not.
Certainly.
When you can't make any arguments to not use it, that's when you know that this should be vanilla.
Yeah. You know, since we did install the heavy industry mod, or heavy industrial mod, or whatever it is, or industrial sized mod, we should start considering their larger components, how to lay out a functional factory.
Well, I figure we'll keep our hub that's in the middle of this.
Yeah, that's not hurting nothing sitting there.
And I figure we can do our branch our factory, like have kind of a three-pronged area from that conveyor tube that I put in the middle.
Yeah.
From that, have one to the right, one to the left, or whatever.
Yeah.
And we can have storage off of one prong. Assembly room, because keep the assemblers separate so we can have them joined together.
Mm-hmm. And
then have a refinery area.
Yeah, when we get around to doing that platform, the drill platform, I think one in the middle and maximum 3 to 4 on the outside would be plenty.
Yeah.
Because you can only hold about 2 drills in your inventory with max inventory.
Okay. I was figuring if any ship would carry a small constructor drone, it would be whatever we use to transport the drill.
Yeah, we could do that.
But we've got plenty of resources at the moment, as long as we don't try and do anything too advanced.
Yeah.
It's not stupid, it's advanced. This'll be nice and big. We'll probably have to do some silicon mining.
Looks like it's fairly local.
Yeah. Just because my...
As a matter of fact, if you need, I can go down and get some right now.
Well, I'm gonna have a lot of windows on this.
Ah, gotcha. Check the silicone supply. I think I have a pretty decent amount, maybe.
Okay. Well, I'll take a look once I kind of get the base figured out.
Oh, and last Sage video I watched, I believe the laser drill is operational now.
Okay. Well, I mean, would you prefer to switch to the laser drill instead of this monstrosity that we have?
How about we use the laser drill on the moving rig that you plan on building?
Okay,
That will keep us from having to tear down drills all the time.
fair enough. All right, I'm fine with that. That means we probably will use this rig to get some of the magnesium that's under where the drill was.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably we can readjust it to try and get some silicon. And that'll probably be the end of the big drill for now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking myself.
Now, that is something that would be worth talking about, since we had mentioned it before. But looking at either the transporter mod when it gets fixed, or the Stargate, one of the Stargate mods.
I think the Stargate mod would be a little overpowered. The transporter mod would force us to build relays along the way to use them.
Okay. My only thing with the Stargate was we'd need to limit ourselves to like one per planet/moon.
Right.
We couldn't like put one here and then put another Stargate somewhere else on this planet. That's too overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can that turret hit the spider it's shooting at, or is it tearing through something over there?
I don't know. It can hit it now.
Oh, there was more than one over here.
Yep. Why won't it die?
Good night. It's a super bug. It's after you.
Ran out of hydrogen. And I'm...
We got a super bug here.
Fire.
What the heck?
Character tools. Character tools. It's dead.
Nah, it's dead. Good night. I just wasted a bunch of ammunition.
I'm back.
Welcome back, my brother. Relogging has definitely helped a bit. Quite a bit, actually.
Okay. Well, my there's a place here in one of the towns not far away that called Rocket Fizz. I don't know if you have any out in your direction.
Nope.
They're a large company. They had them when I was going to school down in Texas. And they have a large collection of sodas and candies that you can't really find at most places. One of my favorite drinks sodas they have is a root beer from Australia called Bundaberg.
Say that again.
Bundaberg.
Bundaberg. Okay.
Another one that they have is a uh, like Margot's, something like that bark. And it's really good. Of course, everything's dog themed, and quite a bit of the proceeds, if not all the proceeds from the sale of the drink, goes to shelters, help fund shelters, which is kind of
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
So,
Now, closest thing that we get around here is River Street Sweets. They have a bunch of old-fashioned candies and whatnot down in Savannah.
cool. Let's see. I'm trying to remember because it's been a while since I've been in Georgia. In 2001, when I went to the Boy Scout National Jamboree, we stopped for the Six Flags in Atlanta. At least I think it's in Atlanta.
Sounds about right.
And then with my family, when we were on vacation, one time we cruised through Atlanta while the Olympic Games were there.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a mess, all the traffic. We were passing through, and it just happened that all the interstates went through Atlanta at that point.
Yeah, Atlanta's a mess no matter which time you go.
Well, it didn't help that the world was coming into Atlanta.
No. I'm probably about a good 4 hours away from Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm closer to Florida than I am Atlanta.
All the Floridians.
Yeah. Well, at least we know at least one of them that's halfway decent.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that head this way during the. It's kind of funny that you have people in this area that when the winter comes around, they go to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people from further north that come here for the winters.
Right.
It's kind of funny, just
A rotation
yeah.
right here.
I mean, it's going to be different, of course, but there's going to be quite a bit of influence in there.
Alright, drill's back online.
All right. Want me to run over and run it, or
If you'd be so kind.
okay? Let me try and throw all my plates in real quick
Mm-hmm.
because I'll run over there empty-handed.
Just in case.
Yeah, worst case scenario. I don't want to be in orbit. Actually, that wouldn't be bad because I do have a hydrogen tank on me, and I have survived without hydrogen a re-entry from like 170 something kilometers.
Really?
And I was only like 50 kilometers off of where I wanted to land. Unfortunately, that meant I was a mountain range away from where I wanted to land.
Right.
And when I landed, I was out of hydrogen, so I had no way over the mountain range. I had to walk around it.
Wow.
So that was a little frustrating. Okay, we want advanced rotor. Braking force. Turn you on. Okay.
Hello, bunch of spiders.
Drills. I'm gonna turn you on. And then pistons.
They did. They're dead. I hear
Reverse
some
that
that are
one.
not, though.
Well, they're down in the pit.
Okay, they can stay down there.
Alright. Oh, wow. This is really getting janky from what I can see.
Yeah, a little bit. This might have been a mistake.
We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I'm in the hole. Don't drill me.
I'm not stopping this ride.
Uh-uh.
Not for you. Not when you can respawn.
No, sir.
Also, luckily that most of the iron components that we really need, the bugs carry.
Pretty much.
You know, I was thinking, and this might be fun, but it also might kill the server. But once we're in space, what if we set up a series of waypoints and had, like, when we caught enemy ships, we just put a control block on them, told them to follow the series of waypoints, and they crashed somewhere out on the stone lake.
That would be awesome.
And just crash them down here, and then we salvage them from down here.
You're a genius. Yes, it probably will kill the server, but you're a genius. And I think nope, it's still going through its third stage. We are so doing. You know, honestly, I kind of had a similar idea of just crashing the ships down, but the control block and letting them do it themselves. That's just. Mwah. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, I can see the magnesium.
Ooh. That was pure luck. Oh. Oh, that was pure luck.
I mean, we'd need to set a GPS coordinate for wherever we're going to be putting the want them to crash, and we'd have to be careful because they're not going to be able to maneuver once they enter the atmosphere.
Right. I would wager probably this area that we crashed the last time. Well, not crashed, but crashed the game when we were placing in ships. Nice big area. Because we can always, I would love to be able to build other craft just from moving stuff around.
Mm-hmm. And then,
I think.
Plus, I love the idea of turning this into a junkyard.
Yes. I think the second piston is done.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like it.
All right. Third piston is go. And I think I see magnesium on the right-hand side of the...
You do.
Or from my perspective, the right-hand side.
The length of the third piston pushed it far enough in to grab it already. So we're going to be down past it, and that's going to be a deep hole.
Yep. See, what we do after this is we dig underground and from underneath pipe it into the base and just put a wall of grinders on the bottom. So after we crash the ships down, we cut them up into chunks and just drop it in there and let it grind it apart.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know if that's going to work at all, but...
Well, we can try, though.
Worst that it happens, we blow up the planet.
That would suck.
Well, in Space Engineers, when you say, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you tank the... Well, actually, you tank the server, which is paramount to tanking the universe, but...
The worst thing can happen is you can piss off Lord Klang and lose everything.
Yeah.
And I think we're down past the magnesium now, so we can hand mine some of that if we need to.
I'm just gonna let the
Yeah,
because I think there's more ice we're getting.
looks like it.
But I'm just happy that this we did one of these drills
Yes.
because this is an impressive. I love these drills. This should be nice. Let's see. I need interior plates.
Oh.
So the plan is this is going to open up and go out this way, probably at least 6 more squares.
All right.
Okay. This isn't going to be any higher here.
Right.
And one of these rooms will be from these 2 doors on this side will be a room for you. You can do whatever you want in it.
Gotcha.
Like fall to your doom.
Which I was very much doing.
This one and the one next to it one is going to be a med room, and one is going to be the cryo room.
Okay.
And then I figure kitchen area here and things, and then what would be like living room, operation room would be right in this area.
Where's all the glass gonna end up going in it?
Up here. This is the 2nd floor.
Ah, it's gonna be up on top floor. Gotcha.
Yeah. And it's going to have a 3 tall glass angled out bubble around it with a metal roof.
Okay. Well,
and then from this side, it's going to angle kind of from the top using the 2x1 angles down to where I can put the 3x2 or 3x3 glass sheet over here. So it's either going to be 6 or 9 squares off to the side.
Okay.
So,
are you just gonna dangle the pipes underneath and run all that there, or are you gonna conceal them inside somehow?
some of the pipes are going to be hung underneath.
Okay.
There are going to be pipes run through right where that hole in the back was. I'm going to run pipes from here along the back. I may take them out through here. But there's also going to be vents on the outside of that that pull in oxygen to pressurize all this.
Okay. Don't forget about the full conveyor vent block. It's handy. Takes up less room.
Yeah.
I love that mod. Alright, since you're doing that and my 2 major projects are done, I'm going to start fixing up our battery supply. Since we got a bunch of unfinished batteries in there.
And if you finish that, might be worthwhile to build a worker ship, whether it's the grinder, welder, or the small miner.
I don't think we're hurting for power yet. I can go ahead and do that instead.
Okay.
So I think we, with everything running all at once, so, the refineries, the assemblers, and everything, I think we have like a day's worth of power. With everything shut down, we have like, I don't know, 87 days.
Okay.
So I think we're
That's
good
not
for
bad.
now.
Yeah, we're good for now.
Yeah, we're using like roughly 2.25% power usage right now. Okay. Do you want to be a combination ship, grind and weld, or do we just need a weld ship?
It'd probably be best if we just had a weld ship and just had a grind ship, honestly.
Okay. I'll get to work on that.